Hello, what's up? ZeroEchoZenith here. I'm gonna go ahead and play me some Unicorn Overlord. But first, let's check out the opening cinematic, shall we? Pretty cool opening. Yeah, so this is a strategy RPG. I screwed up. I meant to say tactical RPG. It is a TRPG. I guess it's not an SRPG, but there's strategy involved too. It's complicated. There's a lot of subgenres of RPGs. There's subgenres of subgenres too, probably. No, yes, for sure. So, yeah, I meant to say tactical, not strategy. Oops. So, yeah, developed by Vanillaware, published by Atlas. This is reminiscent of old 90s RPGs, mostly in the vein of Tactics Ogre or Ogre Battle, specifically like Ogre Battle 64. But yeah, I played a bit of the demo, and it is extremely good. I've seen that the storyline so far is a little bit of a basic premise, but that is totally fine. Honestly, just having a good classic story of leading a liberation army against an evil empire is totally fine for this kind of a game. Definitely, yeah. A lot of the draw here is, besides the insanely well-created environments, artwork, characters, the gameplay is insane. So, I mean, it gets complex over time. They very quickly pile on a lot of gameplay elements, and it all kind of just meshes really well. It's basically a modern version of a 90s tactical RPG. So I'm very excited to actually begin. This is, well, roughly, if I do all the content, which I'm kicking around just how far I want to go with this, at least 100 hours? And there are tons of characters to recruit. So, and that's not even including general units. So we'll see what happens. But, yeah. let's just go ahead and start new game. Let's go.
You, my queen, take leave of this place while you're still able.
To where, I might ask? Nigh every last of Cornia's lords has forsaken us in favor of the traitor Valmor. No refuge remains for a crowned fugitive. Yet the general seeks my death and mine alone. I shall not flee from that fate. Though you still can, a sole rider with Alain at your side. Take him, Joseph. Raise that delicate seedling into a sturdy tree capable of weathering the harsh climes that await. And pray safeguard the ring of the unicorn as well. Hold it close to you until Alain is a man grown. He will have need of the power it bears.
My queen,
Mother? Are they coming for us?
Heed well these words, Alain. I say this not as your mother, but as your queen. From here forth, you're to treat Joseph's command as though it were spoken directly with my tongue. Do you understand?
Of course, but is there something amiss?
My faith and more lies with you, Joseph. I only pray it is enough. Farewell, and may the heavens guide you.
Why are you just standing there, Joseph? Aren't you going to help her?
would that I were able, my prince. Come, we've not a minute to spare.
Bar all exits to the city. The Queen is not to leave these walls alive. Our great general, reduced to little more than a base traitor, You'll find my head not so easily parted from my shoulders, Valmor. I wonder if you can say the same. Come, everyone. We march this day for Her Majesty Elena. Elenia. Are you ready? They just go from 0 to 100. So yes, cursor-based system. You got a bird's eye view of the map. You select your units and tell them which way to go. So, cutscene fight. 1 second. Okay, we're good, we're good. Let's just look at our units real quick. We have a lot of people. So we have Renault, Gailey, Alcina, Hodrick, and Elenia. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here that's like, what? What is this stuff? What? All these equipments and everything? It's... yeah. It's a cutscene fight encounter, but let's just watch. Here we go.
I trust you.
Witness the royal blade!
I shall protect you.
I like the rain and thunder.
We
All the
strive
lightning
together.
happening.
Does this suit you? I never
How's
miss.
this?
Goodbye.
Victory is ours!
It's just because you can see, yeah, see when the lightning strikes, it's like, oh, that's a cool lightning effect. Again.
On your guard!
You'll see no harm. I trust you. I am your shield. I shall protect you.
Guaranteed crit is pretty sick.
We shall see our duty through. Does this suit you?
Yeah, keen call. Oh yeah, look at that damage.
Go.
I just realized that was over 200 damage.
I have you.
My magic is yours.
Another over 200
I
damage
must
move.
fight on!
Sick. Here we go. Can I... Oh, I can look at him. The Dark Lord. Hold on, I completely negate attacks up to 2 hits. What? Oh, hold on, this is spoiler. I'm going into spoilers territory immediately, but I'm very curious. Hold on. Fallen one. Reduce all enemies' HP to 1. First action? Wait. Oh, I see. Dark armor both as a passive and an active ability? What? Oh my gosh. Oh, he's also level 49. Huh. Yeah, very major spoilers. I'm gonna probably just get out of here. I don't really know what a lot of that says anyways. I mean, I kind of do. Here we go.
Caesar.
Enlighten me, Valmor. To what end do you seek to usurp my throne?
Self-centered fool. It's not merely your throne I aspire towards. It's all of them. Zenoira are the rightful sovereigns of Fevrith, and I, the blade to restore our world to its natural order.
You seek to plunge the continent into war. Fevrith need not suffer your delusions.
A proper ruler demands unity, not pointless politicking with insufferable neighbors. Now, I shall achieve that unity through conquest and reclaim that which is rightfully mine.
I would sooner see you slain by my hand!
Fade to white. Into fade to black.
I promise you, my queen, the royal lineage shall endure. 'Tis but a great shame I couldn't aid you further.
All has gone according to plan, my lord.
And yet our work only just begins. We stand now at a new dawn for Fevrith, one which will see Zenoira's dominion restored at last. Curious, though, that we've no trace of the old knight's captain.
About that, my lord. A lone cavalry unit was spotted riding through the eastern gate before it was barred.
And the boy is lost to us. A truth obscured only by his mother's futile attempt at a counter-offensive. It would seem I underestimated her penchant for deception.
Year 895 of the Hallowed Chronicle. Claiming himself a scion of the fallen Sonoran Empire, Cordia's once decorated General Valmor rebelled against his erstwhile home at the seat of its monarchy, Gran Corinne. Its queen, Alania, bold in the face of this staggering betrayal, stood unshrinking as the shield to her son Alain's safe flight, and mustering what meager forces remained by her side, she rallied a defense as valorous as it was damned. With Cornia's queen lost, care of the young prince fell to her faithful knight, Joseph, who took wing beyond Valmor's wretched grasp to asylum on the Forned Isle of Palavia in the Holy Kingdom of Albion. And boastfully proclaiming himself Fevrith's new emperor, Valmor donned a second name, Calarius, and began a relentless onslaught the continent's nations could only but struggle against. Yet each realm's endeavors fell in vain time and again, and ere long Zenoira's final dominion was realized. His blood-soaked unification come to bear, few dared stand against the ironclad fist of Emperor Galerius. Embers of resistance burned on, yet the downtrodden could cling only to furtive hopes of liberation. Desperate prayers which fell upon deaf ears night after unceasing night. "10 years have passed since the Shroud of War first set over Cornia.
The voice acting is really good, I just wanted to say that. The Unicorn Ring.
I wonder if those two are at it again. Well, that takes care of the altar. I suppose I should be getting back.
This is also part open world game. Nice job, Base Escape, for the music. So far, really amazing.
Sorry, Alain, but this round's mine.
Ah, you always were the optimist.
Damn it! You got a good hit in, I'll give you that. There's just no stopping you these days.
Yet you've grown no less than I have. Still, we could likely train for the rest of our lives, and even then, never manage to best Joseph.
Weird to think he's back on the mainland now. Finally making that Liberation Army thing a reality, huh? Guess that means we'll be going up against Zenoira soon.
Indeed it does. The people of Cornia are suffering, Lex, crying out for whatever help will hear their pleas. Should I turn a deaf ear to those voices, I would have little and less claim to the crown I feel is mine. That, and I owe it to my mother to see them safe.
Well, yeah, but Zenoira's got the whole world in the palm of their hand. How are we gonna fight back against that?
The earth may be theirs, but the heavens will surely favor those who stand for justice.
You got a point there. Sorry for not sounding all too confident. Just make sure you don't take it all on yourself. I'll be with you every step of the way.
Thank you, Lex. You know I can't do this without you.
Oh, stop. You're gonna make me blush. Anyway, that's enough training for today. We're gonna miss lunch if we don't get moving.
I suppose it is that time.
You see something out there?
It's a ship.
Looks like they're flying Zenoira colors, too.
This island is no longer safe. We have to tell the others.
With you there. You head for the cathedral. I'll make sure the town knows what's coming.
Seal off the harbor, and do it quick! Not a soul gets off this island under our watch. All soldiers have alighted, sir!
Dispatch the vanguard to the cathedral. And remember, we're to apprehend the target alive.
Understood, sir!
Uh-oh.
O Heavenly Father, ruler of land and sky above, we pray this day for deliverance from evil. Grant us the meager sustenance to nourish our fragile bodies in the times to come. Guide our lost souls on the path to salvation. Shine down your radiant light upon us, for darkness looms thick through all corners of Fevrith. Such is my request as your humble servant. In the name of the Guardian Unicorn, and that of the Holy Mother. Is that you, Alain? How many times must I ask you not to stomp around in the cathedral? What is the meaning of this?
Well, look what we've got here. Seems we're the first to show.
Rough her up if you want, but don't forget, the girl dies and our heads will roll too.
Such depravity will not go unpunished. Not in the house of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah? Then you best get to praying.
She's fast.
Not as fast as us.
What the?
Scarlet, are you hurt?
Only a little shaken, that's all. What's happening to us, Alain?
A ship has come ashore on Palavian soil. One hoisting the banner of the Zenoiran army.
And are they aware that you're the Crown Prince?
I can't say for certain, but we know one thing. These people are our enemy, and they must be stopped.
Yes. My cathedral will see no more bloodshed this day. Come, let's move outside.
Your Highness, it's a relief to see you unharmed.
Hold on. Where's Lex?
He went ahead to alert the town. We best find him and get to the harbor.
Indeed. But first, my prince, this belongs to you.
A ring.
The Ring of the Unicorn. Queen Elenia wished for you to have it. In truth, I had intended to wait till signs of age played more deeply across your face. But we no longer have such luxury. I have the utmost faith you'll see it secured.
A keepsake from my mother. Thank you for this, Joseph. Truly.
Make no further mention of it. Now, let us be off.
Here we go. So, these are the battle stages. They're the fields of combat where allied and enemy units wage war in real time. Each battle stage has victory conditions that must be fulfilled in order to complete it, such as, defeating the enemy commander. I guess this implies there are different conditions later on. Cool. Deploying units. Allied units can be deployed from any base flying a blue flag. There's that cursor again. First, move the cursor to the command post, blah, 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 then give Alain's unit the order to deploy. Start. Now, on the upper left-hand corner, we have Valor points. You see there. Command post, garrison effects, I'll go over that later. When you deploy a unit, well, it'll go over it, I guess. But here's Alain's unit, and it'll go about, like, right there.
The day will be ours.
Oh yeah, it literally goes over it. Okay. Deploying unit consumes 1 Valor point from the gauge displayed in the upper left of the screen. Valor points can be replenished by defeating enemies, liberating towns and fortresses, and more. Those are your shopping points. Use those for deploying and abilities, which will be unlocked later. Alain, look! They've already reached the town! Uh-oh. Then we know our first aim. We must dispatch those soldiers as quickly as possible. Select. Move. Kill.
To me.
Battle menu. When an allied unit encounters an enemy unit, the battle menu will appear at the bottom of the screen. This is where you can see battle, formation, and items. Use it to organize your forces and view enemy details before battle. Select battle once you finish preparing to enter the fray. So if I wanted to, I could switch up his location. Oh, no, I can't. Right, tutorial locked. Never mind. We're just going to do the tutorial. It'll explain everything. Battles play according automatically according to various predetermined rules. First, combatant's initiative, determines their turn order within battle. Lean Edge. When a combatant's turn arrives, they will use one of their active skills, noted by the red gem. Using an active skill consumes AP, or action points. Look at that damage. Combatants will also take turns using their active skills in order according to their initiatives. Battle will continue until all combatants run out of AP. Passive skills will trigger automatically when certain conditions are met, such as being hit with an attack. As you can see, Noble Guard has triggered because Alain, I believe, took damage. Yes, first, Alain's Noble Guard skill triggers when he's attacked, yes, causing him to protect himself, yes. Using a passive skill consumes PP, or passive points. Next, Scarlet's Quick Heal skill triggers when an ally takes damage, thus healing that ally. Look at that, 9. Wow. Yes. And that's cool that Scarlet has a cleric offensive ability. Finally, the enemy's Parting Blow skill triggers at the end of battle, performing an additional attack, which is unique to House Carls. That guy's class is a House Carl. Ow. The battle will end when all combatants have run out of AP, or when all combatants on one side have been defeated, yes. You can also view Y to view the battle log and review the skills that were used in battle. I think that's important for later in the game.
A fine job.
Battle results. If neither unit is defeated in battle, the side with the lower percentage HP remaining is the loser. Upon losing a battle, the defeated unit is knocked back and enters a waiting state, rendering it immobile for a short time. We almost have them. Just one more push.
We march.
If you attack these guys, you will get a first strike opportunity because they are waiting, I believe. Yes. Engaging a waiting unit will grant the attacking unit a first strike. A unit executing a first strike will always act first, regardless of initiative. There you go.
We march on. A fine bout.
Good. All that remains now is to reclaim the town. That's where Lex headed, right? I hope he's okay. Liberating facilities, garrisoning a unit in a town, fort, or other facility will allow that unit to liberate the facility. Do you get it? Do you get it? The Liberation Army? Liberate? The object of the game is to liberate things? Yeah. Alright, let's go over there. Also, you can just see here, garrison effects, gain 2 stamina. They'll go over stamina in a minute. No, you know what? We'll talk about garrisoning later. It's like, I don't know why I'm trying to skip ahead. It's okay.
To me.
That's fine. I'm fine going over the tutorial again. Liberating facilities will replenish Valor points and boost your score upon completing the stage. Additionally, facilities that have been liberated will serve as bases from which allied units can be deployed. Extremely useful when you're trying to push up. Lex! Hey, sorry about that. They caught me off guard there. But don't worry, everyone's safe. I made sure of it. I knew I was right to count on you, and I'm glad you're unharmed as well. Still wish I could have done more, though. Here, let me scout out ahead to make up for it. No, Lex, don't do it. You're doing it alone. No. Units can be ordered to move to any location you specify. Yes. I believe you move faster on roads, I think. Select Lex's unit, blah, blah, blah. Moving to the correct location.
Sure thing.
I'm sure this won't end badly.
You got it. All done.
Just what I was hoping for. It's time to show these guys what I'm made of. Alone. Versus, like, you know, 6 of them.
Ready.
Goodbye, Lex.
On it.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Lose. Ow. Damn. Might have gotten too eager there. Lex! No, we'll never make it in time. Allow me, your highness. Unit mobility. Different units have different degrees of mobility. The higher this stat is, the quicker they'll move through a battle stage. Extremely important. A unit's combined mobility is determined by the individual mobility stats of its members. So we'll go ahead and get Joseph
in service of the royal family.
Oh, I find that funny. He auto moves to the place you wanted to have him deployed.
I'll not fail you.
So I'll just go over here. Oh wait, no, I gotta go to him. I am your foe this day. Prepare to be struck down. Swapping positions. When 2 allied units are in close proximity, one can swap in for the other. Press L or R, or whatever controller you have, to have Joseph's unit swap in for Lex's. Before battle, you will see a prediction of how much damage each unit will take. Note how these predictions change when swapping units. I do have an opinion about this.
This isn't gonna end well.
You can see now you can have predictive damage. You know what? I'm fine with it because it's not taking into, you know what? Nah, never mind. Because I'm like, oh, well, I can see if I'm gonna, you know, trivialize
I shall hold nothing back.
Trivialize a fight like this, for example. It doesn't take into account for critical hits, misses, critical healing, and guard rates. So all those factors combined, probably later in the game, they will add up. So then your prediction may just not tell you what you think it will tell you. So I get it. It does help though. It's the same thing as if you were looking at Fire Emblem unit predictions. I'm not gonna bring up Fire Emblem too many times, but I'm sure that people that have played this game are like, oh, it's like Fire Emblem, kind of. It really isn't. It's like part auto battler. Support conversations are a thing. It's like Fire Emblem. There's there's a lot of positive game mechanic aspects that they put together and kind of just made it like a really cool experience. So yeah, we'll get to these things when we get to them.
Stand true.
Holy barrier. Debuff immunity. Pursuit. Nice.
For the liberation.
He said it. He said liberation. Lex, are you alright? Somehow, yeah. Sorry for making you worry. You know, it's a miracle you can even put your armor on straight. Here, this medicine should perk you up again. Acquired healing tonic. When a combatant's HP falls to 0, they will be rendered incapacitated, not permadeath. Not permadeath. Items and skills can restore HP and revive incapacitated combatants. Select the items option from the unit's action menu to use an item. I have repeatedly gone into their unit formation, trying to look for, oh yeah, how do I use an item? How do I use an item? It's on this menu. It makes sense too, because if you need to use an item, it's right there instead of having to go digging into a menu. It's all good.
I've got to make this work.
And then you can actually use the item on whichever unit is in the, or whichever character is in the unit. They call the group of characters units, not each individual unit a unit. So I'm just gonna have to change my vocabulary. When I say unit, I'll have to refer to that as group of characters, I guess. There you go, right as rain. Phew, I needed that. Chloe, perhaps you'd better served watching after Lex directly. You'd be better served watching after Lex directly. I fear he's a bit of a liability on his own. Very much agreed. No more messing around, Lex. I'll be keeping a close eye on you. Now then, this area appears to be safe for the time being. Let us hurry on to the harbor. Let's go. Cutscene skip. My word, but that's Hodrick! Uh-oh. He and I used to stand as the stalwart pillars of Cornea's defense. What might possibly have changed him? He got paid. I don't know. Prepare yourself, rebels. Any foolish enough to defy Emperor Galerius must be put to the sword. Oh, any foolish enough. Yeah. It seems combat is our only path forward. Indeed. Ridding this land of the enemy must be our first and only priority. No matter who that enemy may be. So, this game runs off of a time limit as well. For each battle, there's a time limit. And they usually last only like 3 minutes each. Yeah, I know. Fun, huh? No, it actually helps with pacing so you don't turtle too hard. And then, yeah, selecting multiple units is a thing. You don't really have, like, the box you can pinpoint and then scroll out. You kind of have to, like, hold down the button and then move the cursor on each unit you want to control. But yeah, move the cursor while holding A to select multiple units and give them all the same order at once. After selecting the desired units, press release the button A and choose a destination to order all selected units to head toward that location. Ordering a unit to move or pressing A during a battle stage will automatically pause the game. The move and items commands can be used even while the game is paused. Very helpful. Press B to resume the game. So I hold it down. Oh, the cursor actually changes in color. I didn't know that. Awesome. And then we'll go ahead and just We'll move like right here.
The path is set.
Here we go.
Gaze upon the face of your demise.
I'm gonna have Joseph soften them up.
Hold fast. Glory to the liberation.
And then I'm actually gonna have him cancel movement because, as you can see, he's level 20. He's kind of a mentor helper character. He doesn't really get XP or experience, EXP. Do you say XP or EXP? Let me know in the comments below or to the side, wherever you're seeing this. He's great. He helps a lot, but I want to level my other characters, so I will really only use Joseph if I really need support, which I'm probably going to use him sooner than later, to be fair, because there are some missions that are like, ooh, I need help. So, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and just try and level Lex, Chloe, Scarlet, and Alain. Let's go.
Come then. I'm ready to hit something.
Are you okay?
No stopping now.
Cut it a little close there, but we're fine.
You don't stand a chance.
Come. Your villainy ends here.
Whoa.
This one's mine.
I feel like Lex will die.
Come then.
Gaze,
I'm ready to...
I shall hold nothing back.
For this fight, I think I'll just use Joseph.
I have you.
One.
The battle is won. I've not chosen my grave yet.
Yet? What are you talking about, Joseph?
You don't stand a chance.
Come. You face me.
This one's mine.
Oh, yeah.
Healing.
So, first aid is used at the end of combat.
In service of the crown.
Very helpful.
No stopping now.
And then I'm gonna have
The time
Alain
is at hand. To me.
hit this guy.
I'm here.
Your villainy ends here.
Goodbye.
Good. Victory grows ever closer.
Very well.
So we're just gonna surround Hodrick's unit,
The path is set. As
and then just
expected.
go for it.
You face me. Come then.
Nope, can't swap in for Joseph. There is also unique dialogue in this game, depending on which characters are fighting someone. So, I'm gonna get Joseph to fight Hodrick in a second here. I just hope he doesn't kill him, because I want the experience.
This struggle will only prolong the pain. Accept the mercy of a swift demise.
Why are you doing this? You, who once stood as my mother's royal guard.
Enough of your questions, well, interfere and I shall see you suffer for it.
Easy now.
Ow.
We march on.
Such firm defenses. Our weapons barely leave a scratch. Perhaps my magic will work then. Leave this to me, Alain. I just used your attack. Hold right trigger to fast forward the game, advancing time quickly. Fast forward can be used both in stages and during battles. If the game is paused, fast forwarding will automatically resume it. I may fast forward. Sorry to say. Just if I want to see the fight, but I don't want to skip it. There is skipping fights in this game as well. But I do like looking at the fights. They're really cool. Okay, he won't finish off Hodrick, so.
As you wish.
There we go.
I shall hold nothing back. I fail to understand, Hodrick. What has motivated this shift in allegiance?
Joseph, Cornea's most decorated knight. I shall close the book on your tale myself. Not today!
What could have made him so evil?
Hold fast!
Was it greed?
I fight in me yet.
Did Galerius offer him riches beyond his wildest imagination? Exposure? A good note on his resume?
Ends here.
Who knows? Let's finish him off. Dead. Oh, goodbye, Hodrick.
I must never yield.
I can't fail my sacred mission.
Well fought.
Nice. Now look at the time up there. 2 minutes limit. Pretty cool. But yeah. It's war funds, honors, and renown. Nice. E rank. Look at that. E-commerce. E-shop. Nice.
What foolishness is this? One such as I, brought low by the Cornea vermin that gnawed our ankles.
You've fallen far indeed, Hodrick. How many times did you stare death in the face at Her Majesty's side? Now, look what you've become. I may stand as your swordmaster no longer, but I can yet offer you a merciful end to your descent.
Wait.
Your Highness?
Tell me, Hodrick, do you remember the times you and I played together? When I was still just a boy? Yours was a bond of loyalty few knights could hope to equal. Why cast that aside and bend the knee to Galerius? I refuse to cut down a friend without first knowing how we've reached this grim conclusion. A simple reason is all I ask. Please.
Alain!
The ring! What sorcery is this?
How do you take it off?
Oh, my head. What am I doing here?
Whoa.
A spell to shackle the hearts of men.
'Tis the only way I can think to describe it, my prince. That ill-fated day, all the lords closest to your mother turned upon her without so much as a moment's notice. Unfortunately, my memories end there as well.
A frightful power, if what you say is true. This spell of control, it could be called. Such magic would go far in explaining how Galerius so swiftly brought Fevrith to its knees.
I shudder to think what unspeakable evil I wrought upon our world these last 10 years. Though there is no greater misdeed than turning my spear upon you, Prince Alain.
That's enough. You mustn't blame yourself any further. But I do wonder, how is this ring capable of unmaking the spell?
In truth, I had believed it to be mere regalia, a symbol of your birthright and nothing more. To think the power of cleansing truly exists. Your Highness, that is the Ring of the Unicorn, ancestral treasure of Cornia's royal lineage. Legend speaks of your ancestors wielding it to purify evil, but I had believed such tales to be mere fiction.
The Orthodoxy has a similar story about the Holy Unicorn. How it was a sacred beast able to purge darkness from our lands. It's entirely possible that the ring that bears its image is somehow capable of that same power.
Should Galerius's rule be built upon a foul sorcery that fetters our people, then this ring is the ray of light that will pierce its wicked heart.
Your words ring true, my prince.
Indeed. Were we able to free those bound by his cruel magics?
It might just bring the iron wall of Zenoira crashing down.
All told, I've often found myself plagued with doubt. Is it justice that guides our march, or paltry vendetta? Yet the answer is clear as day now. The path before us is laid bare, and all that remains now is to walk it. Walk it I will, Mother. Today marks our first foray into the mists of despair which hang heavy over our home. Mists that will soon be dispelled. It may take days, months, or even years, but I shall see the duties of my bloodline fulfilled, and slay Galerius like the beast he is.
Are you willing to start a war that lasts for 5.5 years, Alain? We'll see.
And how does Hodrick fare?
Well, all things considered, any fog that lingered in his mind seems to have cleared, and he stands ready to fight once more. By the way, Your Highness, allow me to brief you on our plans for when we arrive. Among the Liberation members I've mustered in my past excursions is a young yet skilled knight by the name of Clive. I'll ride to bring him to you the moment we reach solid ground.
You have my thanks.
A word, Alain?
Is something wrong?
Well... no, it's nothing.
Are you sure? Anxiety will be the death of you if you keep it bottled up like that.
It really isn't important, I assure you. It's just... our lives have changed so drastically from the peace we had only yesterday. It barely seems real.
I can't say I feel any different. But I've always known this day would come. It's why I've spent all these years training under Joseph's careful instruction. A shame you never had the chance to meet my mother. She was always one to blaze a path forward, royal blade in arm. But as her heir, I intend to lead in much the same way.
Is that why you and Lex spent all your days banging swords down at the shore?
You've seen that, have you? You know, Hodrick was likely but one of many. And assuming the others who surrendered to Zenoira are being controlled as he was, we may just stand a chance in this. Yet our liberation is still in its nascent days. Promising, yes, but gravely fragile as well. Which is precisely why I'll need your help, Scarlet. To reclaim peace for all who have suffered.
Alain, Of course. I'll do everything I can. As is my role as a priestess of the Palavian Church.
Hey, don't forget about me.
Lex.
What?
I'm sorry, my prince. Decorum doesn't come naturally to this fool.
It's all right. When you've known each other as long as we have, there's no reason to let formality bind us.
But there are protocols to observe. Rules we must follow as vassals in service of the crown. Still, I'm of the same mind. What mind he has, that is. I'll give my all in the royal name, Your Majesty.
Thank you all. I couldn't ask for a finer group of friends.
Yeah, I'd like to save my progress. Nice. Yeah, so imagine your mind being taken over for 10 whole years, and then you have no memory of a full decade. It's a little dark. We're going to play on Expert. Expert really makes you think on your tactics. And since I am a masterful tactician, I think Expert is worth my my skills. So, a difficulty focused around pushing your tactical mind to its limits. For players who are quite skilled at strategy games. Yeah. Let's do it. A call to action.
Alain, why have you stopped?
We're surrounded.
Oh no.
Not the welcome party I was hoping for.
Get your vile claws off of me!
Oh no.
Let her go!
I should have known you'd be behind this treachery, Renault.
What is the meaning of this?
Apologies for the icy reception, but we've business with the girl.
What business could you have with Scarlet? Unhand her this instant.
No, I don't think that will be happening. I act under orders from Emperor Galerius himself. As for what he plans to do with her, that's not for one of my station to know. Yet I shall see it done all the same.
No! Scarlet!
My work here is concluded. I leave the rest to you and your capable band. Don't worry, boss. I'll earn my keep and plenty more. Straight into the hornet's nest, huh? You've got to do something, Alain. Hear me, soldiers of Cornea. I ask that you stand aside for your return to Prince. Sorry, kid, can't do that. It's nothing personal, just following orders from the guy paying the coin. Damn. We've no hope of overcoming such numbers. Your Highness! With us, everyone, I beg you. Come, my prince. Voice acting.
I'm ashamed to hear you met such misfortune before I arrived.
Your Highness, this man is Clive, the knight we spoke of earlier.
A pleasure.
Still, it rankles the mind. I never would have dreamt that Galerius was after Scarlet, and not you, my prince.
Who was that knight who took her?
His name is Renault, formerly a proud servant of Queen Elenia, not unlike myself. And just as I fell victim to Galerius and his foul magic, it would seem he has met with a similar fate.
All the same, why Scarlet?
Perhaps her role as a priestess has something to do with it. Lately I've heard tell of Zenoira's desire to spread its roots into the Orthodoxy, making one with direct ties a prime target.
In any case, the risk to her safety is clear should she fall into Galerius's hands. And sitting idly by only serves to stoke my worry further. Let us be off at once.
Wouldn't do that if I was you. No chance you're helping the girl if you don't even know where you're going.
And you are?
Don't worry, he's a friend. A collaborator of mine by the name of Travis.
Fancy way to refer to a spy. You need intel, dirt, or just the latest weather, I'm your man.
And what of Renault?
Road east, faster than a clap of thunder. I can only assume he's going for the city. But the real problem is his army of mercenaries. We went after Renault. We've got to go through them.
Your Highness, we all share your sense of urgency, but we've no hope of aiding Scarlet without first routing the enemy before us.
Right. We depart as soon as we're able.
So, that fortress over there serves as the enemy command post. Indeed, Your Highness. And the region will not know peace until we can claim it as our own. Yeah, see, housecarls. Excellent attackers, can lower enemies' defense to deal heavy damage. As for us, this fortress here is our first and final line of defense. If the enemy overruns it, we'll have nowhere left to turn. Then we defend it at any cost and proceed forth with extreme caution. Here we go. Yep, gotta defeat Albin. Okay, let's see who we have. Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness, but I believe our units will struggle without the proper changes to their formations. You think? Yep. Displaying screen adjusting its formation. For engaging the enemy mercenaries, press X to adjust a unit's formation. Yeah, okay. The screen you can add, swap, or remove members of the given unit. Yep. Perhaps we ought to explain the strengths of each class type first. What say you, Your Highness? Each character has a set class that determines their combat affinities, as well as what weapons and skills they're able to use. Don't listen. No, we're doing the tutorial. I'll listen. Recommend it. Such information would prove quite valuable, yes. Please, go on. As you wish, my prince. To begin with, cavalry classes such as mine are quite effective when facing enemy infantry. Yes. As such, you may always call upon me to dispatch infantry in your path. Yes, knights are great taking care of infantry units. And they can also traverse swiftly due to their high mobility. Remember, Your Highness, that danger lies around every turn upon the field of battle. Yet the shield I bear is more than capable of defending our allies from harm. Boasting great shields, armor, and high physical defense, spelt with a CK. Hoplites are stout warriors that excel at protecting their allies. Very helpful. Defending's not the only way to survive, though. If you ask me, you're better off not getting hit in the first place. If you put me in the front row, our enemies won't even be able to touch us. And then thieves, which I think are really cool in this game because they just give them insane evasion rating. They have high evasion, allowing them to swiftly dodge enemy attacks in the front row. Basically, they are dodge tanks. They just made them dodge tanks. Dodge tanking is a very fascinating and cool concept where you take a okay defended character, and you make them just dodge enemy attacks. Like, you know, I don't need defense because I'll just not get hit and still taunt the enemy so they only attack me. It's the same as tanking, right? You're just moving around the equation a little bit by dodging instead of soaking damage. So, really cool. Generally speaking, you'll find it best to place your sturdiest fighters on the front row, while reserving the back row for frailer combatants. Yes. Look upon the following formations as examples of how you may wish to deploy. Lord and Knight. Lord in the front takes damage. Knight in the back cuts down enemy infantry. Lord in the hoplite, shared tanking. Lord will heal when he uses lean edge. Yep. And then Lord and Thief. Thief in the front will draw and evade enemy attacks, while the Lord in the back row can focus purely on offense. Interesting combinations. Thank you, everyone. I'll be certain to keep this in mind when planning our formations. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw Clive with Alain. Have Alain take all of the hits, and I'm actually going to offset Clive and just keep it as is. Looks and close seem okay, yep. And then with Joseph, I'm actually going to keep him on. And I'm just going to, I don't know, I'm going to throw on Hodrick, I guess, for now. And I think I'm just going to operate like this for the time being. Yeah, I'd probably want to keep Lex as the leader and Alain as the leader, and then Joseph as the leader. Yep, that'll work. Here we go.
The day will be ours.
I'm gonna do this and take Lex out as well.
They will know what hit 'em.
And then I'm gonna have them push down to this garrison. Here we go.
You got it. I'm ready to hit something.
You're not gonna hit much.
You face me.
Much better. Nighttime combat. Yeah. Let's go. So the interesting thing about cavalry or knights is that if they kill an enemy, they regain the use, they regain an action point. It's so crazy. They can clean up combat very quickly. Keep going.
Come then. You don't stand a chance.
Your villainy.
I'm ready to hit
EXP sharing. Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's how it's done.
There we go.
Just leave it to Lex.
Leave it to
I
Lex.
told you I'm awesome. You don't stand a chance.
He says that, and yet he'll take more than half of his unit's damage.
Come then.
And, yeah, these guys will just be gone. Goodbye. The Housecarl just looks up at Clive. He just goes, huh?
Victory grows ever closer.
So this is the stamina system. Engaging in battle consumes 1 stamina, seen on the shield to a unit's right. Units with 0 stamina will be unable to move. A unit's starting stamina is determined by its leader. When possible, Your Highness, you should try to avoid using only a single unit in battles. Should their stamina be exhausted, they will have no choice but to rest where they stand until it recovers. Resting, select rest from unit's action menu to command it to rest. The unit will then enter a waiting state and recover a set amount of stamina. Keep in mind, a resting unit is defenseless against enemy attacks. That's the important part. If an enemy engages a resting unit in battle, that unit will be unable to use active skills or passive skills, so they're just sitting ducks, so to speak. Fun, right? Anyways, let's go ahead and pull up. Just go after these guys. Damn it. Looks like they've got their guys crawling over the harbor. And judging by appearances, I suspect they have more units ready to join the battle at any moment. Yeah, just stacking on game mechanics upon game mechanics upon game mechanics, you know what I'm saying? Facilities controlled by the enemy army will occasionally call reinforcements to battle. Try attacking the enemy controlling the facility if you wish to stem the tide. This will force them to heal, stopping them from summoning reinforcements.
You face me.
I'm ready to hit something. Come then.
I think I'll just clean up the panel. Nice crit. Very cool.
Well fought.
Let's go ahead and have...
Ready.
Oh. We'll take Alain and have him garrison here. So what'll happen is he'll get 2 stamina back. And then as he's garrisoned here, he will not consume stamina during battles, which is amazing. No wait time either. But yeah, stage damage reduction, plus 50%, great. And they'll also recover, the unit will also recover health and stamina as well, which is very helpful.
To me.
I'm up.
So I'm actually going to take Lex and kind of go down here. Actually, hold on. I'm going to have Lex garrison here as well, or I'm going to have him withdraw.
Yes, sir. For the liberation.
Yeah, so we're just going to do that. Oh, kind sir, thank you for saving us. I hope this can prove useful in the battles ahead. Revival orb, very helpful.
Sure thing.
You have a withdrawal, so what you do when you withdraw a unit is you recover a valor point.
You got it.
So you can actually rework your units
just a sec.
without a cost, as long as you have a base to do it in. Unit details. On the screen, you can change a unit's formation, adjust members' equipment, and alter their tactics as you see fit. Yes, so there's also tactics. Basically, Final Fantasy gambits, essentially. This is where the true meat and potatoes are found for these, for this game, basically. Actually gonna get rid of Chloe for a minute. I'm gonna put in Travis. And I'm gonna redeploy.
They will know what hit them. Ready.
Now I'm gonna take Travis and take him down here. Perfect. Yep. See, the prediction is he's not gonna take damage. And you'll see why in a second.
We march.
And even here, I'm gonna take Alain and just hammer my head against these guys.
Onward.
The bridge there appears to be held by enemy spear bearers. Spear bearer. Not only are they capable of delivering piercing attacks to a random, an entire column, but they deal heavy damage to cavalry as well. That's why I staggered you. I suggest you exercise the utmost caution in handling them, my prince. Yeah, that's why you stagger. Some skills like the soldier's long thrust can pierce an enemy unit, damaging enemies in the front and back rows of a single column. Combatants arranged in a column are susceptible to piercing attacks. As such, you should try to stagger them instead. Yes. Move the cursor over a unit, press up the unit details where you can adjust the members' equipment and their and alter their tactics. A fine reminder, Clive. Let us consider well the enemy's strengths before marching into battle. Yep. Time to fight.
Your villainy ends here.
Let's go. And he didn't hit the back row because, again, staggered. Ooh, nice crit.
You okay?
Alright.
We march on.
Getting there. Gonna keep going.
You don't stand a chance.
Oh, that's the non-waiting time. So since I beat that guy, he's immediately ready again. So you don't get first strike on garrisoned units. That makes sense. All right, but yeah, check out Travis in action. Very fun. Nope.
Saw that.
And what passive steel does, where if it is not blocked,
Nice try.
he'll take away the enemy's passive points. Oh, it's all of their passive points. But it doesn't apply if they guard the first hit. And then here's, evade. He just evades a single hit. Amazing. And then for Lex, he's got a Warding Slash, attacks a single enemy, grants the user 20% physical defense. I'll probably do like a rundown on each character over time. But for now, I'm just showing these real quick. And then Arrow Cover attacks before an ally is hit by a ranged physical attack. Cover an ally, nullify all damage. So they just don't take any damage as well. Great against ranged strikes, of course. So.
Come then.
There we go. I'm gonna fast forward.
A fine job. Another step forth. A fine bout.
Kids aren't half bad. Come on, boys. It's time we teach them what they're up against. Uh-oh. There are more of them? You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be joking. Alas, it is no joke. I suggest we stand our ground and await their advance, rather than charge blindly forward. Garrison effects, and they're also going over this too. Facilities such as towns and bridges have a variety of garrison effects, which are bestowed upon the unit garrisoned within. These effects can prove quite powerful, so try to garrison units and facilities whenever enemies approach. If you wish to review a facility's garrison effects, simply move the cursor over that facility, which is what I just did. Skipping battles. You can now skip battles by pressing start or plus or whatever. It's often better to watch battles play out, and this is the caveat. This is like, oh yeah, you can skip battles that you see on your prediction. You don't have to look at the combat whatsoever, the beautiful, amazing looking combat. But if you skip, as skipping them prevents you from learning why a unit won or lost. We're just gonna throw Alain right here.
Onward.
And just have him defend against everyone.
'Tis ours now.
Yep. And Lex is just going to take care of these guys.
That's how it's done. Done and dusted. Sure thing. You got it. You don't stand a chance.
I'll take that.
No, he just straight up missed.
Nope.
Now he had to evade.
Got me good. Nice try. Score one for Lex.
All right. We're getting there. These ruins may hold something of use. Ruins. You can find items by garrisoning in ruins. Wow. Environmental discovery? Amazing. Look at that. There are the ruins right there. Alright.
I'm ready to hit something.
Oh, critical.
Saw that.
Very good.
Nope. That's how it's done.
I'm gonna have to use one more stamina on this guy. And then I'm gonna have to camp.
On it.
Which is fine.
Sure thing. Yes, sir. You don't stand a chance.
Because I don't think that garrisoned unit is gonna do anything as I'm camping. So, I'll be fine to rest. Yep, there you go.
No stopping now.
Can't keep going.
Oh, and there's combat right after. Okay. Nice double guard. Another critical. Amazing. Ah, wish we could have criticaled again.
We march on. Ready.
Wait and recover stamina. Yes. There we go. Very good.
Your villainy ends here.
Oh, this time, we're not even going to take damage. But I took damage. I took like 8 damage. Oh, I healed 8, I think, and then I took 8 damage or something. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Huh. Cool though. We're holding our own. Yeah, these guys don't stand a chance. So after taking out these guys, I'm probably gonna have Lex head south.
Come then.
Alright. Very nice.
We march on. On my honor as a knight.
Well fought.
Well fought. Oh jeez, every second counts.
Here.
I really do like the knights. They're really cool.
Fine bout.
All right. With that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and have Alain
to me
head south, and I'm going to deploy Joseph with Hodrick.
In service of the royal, what would you ask?
And also have him go here.
By your word. I'll not fail you.
Actually, can I just have him... Huh. I might just have him take care of these guys, but then again, I'd rather just keep,
I am yours to command, Your Highness.
Keep Lex and Elaine's unit gaining experience.
Sure thing.
Like, the units in, with Joseph, they'll still get plenty of experience. It's just, that's one less unit getting experience. I think when I increase unit size later, because you can increase unit size in this game, I'll add Joseph in with multiple units and just have him as a kind of like a safety net. He's basically a safety net character, but he's really fun to use too, don't get me wrong. It's just I think you're encouraged to raise your other units alongside him. Anyways.
You got it. This one's mine.
Ooh, a ruins battlefield.
Nice try. Saw that. Nice try.
Score one for Lex. I'm ready to hit something.
I'll take that. Saw that.
Very good. Yep.
That's how it's done. No stopping now.
Now to see what it was.
Yes, sir. Wasn't even a challenge.
Dew of Strength.
Come then.
Oh, nice. I'm just gonna fast forward. Goodbye. Good.
Victory grows ever closer.
Okay.
I'm up.
Oh.
The path is
Maybe I'll
set.
just have them both head
Sure
south.
thing.
We can rough them up a bit, and then
On
I'll
it.
have Lex take care of the rest.
Onward. Your Your villainy ends here.
Double miss, huh? Alright. We march on. Okay, now I'm gonna have Alain head back up. I'll probably just have him rest.
This one's mine.
Okay. Oh, I didn't actually know that even if the thief dodges, the spear or lance or whatever can still pierce to the back row. Okay.
You impressed?
I just realized.
See, Chloe? I can do stuff.
That's fine.
Done and dusted.
The cool thing is, even though a unit is deployed, you can still change their formation. So I'll just take Lex, just put him there.
Ready.
There we go.
Yes, sir. One for the good guys.
Garrison, I guess.
I'm up.
Just have them move. Oh, that's awful. Probably just have Lex return to base, maybe? I don't know.
Now then.
I don't really know what I want to do.
I'm here.
Come.
Defeat will soon be upon me.
Gaze upon the face of your demise.
See, just one taps then.
A trivial undertaking.
These guys are going to be an issue.
The time is at hand.
Sure thing.
Not entirely sure what I can do with Lex and Travis, but that's fine. I'm just going to wait it out.
Time is with us. Should we
All
only
right.
keep our focus?
Here we go. Time to assault.
Yes, sir.
Time to assault Albin. That there is Albin, leader of the mercenaries. Don't let your guard down for even a second. Enemy strength, the stars displayed beneath the enemy stamina represent the relative strength of their unit. An enemy unit can have 1 to 3 stars depending on their strength. The enemy with a 3-star rating is the commander for a given battle stage. Press start to open the stage menu, where you can preview unit formations, save your progress, and more. Yes, you can save in the middle of a battle. Very forgiving, but I think it's fine. Yeah, just play how you want, you know? Just have fun. Consider saving before critical moments, such as engaging enemy commanders in battle. I'll just save now, why not? Not like anything wrong is gonna happen. Okay. Here we go.
Come.
You don't stand a chance.
I'm just gonna have them fight.
Well, look who finally came knocking.
Sounds a little bit like Kronk, just a little bit. From Emperor's New Groove.
Nope.
Anyway.
You'll be okay.
Yes, might be thinking, Zero, why did you do that? Some experience, look at that. 21, 23, wow. That's fine. He's even stronger than he looks. Can we truly defeat such a powerful opponent? We can indeed. Our morale alone should be more than enough to see us through. You can now use Valor skills during a battle stage. Use them by selecting the Valor skills option from a unit's action menu. Different classes have access to different Valor skills, each of which consume Valor points when used. For example, Alain's Valorous Order skill grants first strike to allied units in range, which will prove useful when fighting enemy commanders, yes. extremely useful. I'll do it like right now. It also increases their damage dealt by 20% and reduces damage taken by 20%. Amazing. Only lasts for one fight, however.
Onward.
That's fine.
Gaze upon the face of your tomorrow.
'Tis a deficient. This one's mine.
I shall hold nothing back.
Yeah, this is fine. 34 exactly. Oh.
I have you. Stand true. Hold fast.
Just had to soften them up a bit.
Me yet.
No, I don't have to use
I'm up.
Joseph anymore.
Ready.
Hold on.
What
There we
would
are.
you ask?
Yeah, let's go.
You face me.
Gaze upon the face.
I'm ready to hit something.
Nice. Yep. Ooh, 10. Alright.
Nice try.
Good attacks, good attacks.
No stopping now.
Alright, can Alain finish it? Yes, he can.
To me.
Here we go.
Your villainy ends here. Apologies, but I fear we lack the time for pleasantries.
Figures. Let's get it over with then.
He's like a malicious Kronk, yeah.
A fine job.
I must never yield.
I'll not let this go to waste.
A fine bout.
Vitality Talisman. Yeah, 10 health, nice. And that's it. Alright. I don't really know what the scores mean. I mean, you know, they're pretty decent. Oh, I get it. The higher your score, the more renown and honors. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And that's why you try to play offensively, but smartly, tactically, you know?
Alone, are you?
What happened to your friends?
Long gone by now. But with all the time about him, never could have done it without you lot chasing me halfway to hell and back, though.
The fort's empty, Your Majesty. Not a soul in sight.
Guy laid out the bait, and we just had to take a nibble.
Strange. Few leaders would play the sacrificial lamb in such a predicament.
Don't flatter yourselves. I would have shook you off like weak old mud if I hadn't hurt my leg in our little scuffle. But hey, that's just part of the job. You're gambling with your life the second you take that coin.
Then you know how this ends.
Stay your blade, Lex. There's something I need to ask him. What does Galerius want with Scarlet? I'll take any scraps of information you may have, please.
You do realize I'm just hired steel, yeah? They keep my pockets nice and heavy, and that's as far as my curiosity goes. So, sorry, but I'm not a questions kind of guy. At least not past my bottom line.
Well, what do we do with him?
Let's say I offered to fill those pockets instead. What then?
First, I'd ask if you still had all your marbles, but I'm not the discriminating type, as long as the pay's right.
If this is supposed to be a joke, I'm not laughing. We're trying to beat the enemy, not hire them.
It's not every day you come across a man willing to greet the heavens in order to see his allies safe. Now, our aim is to liberate these lands from the oppressive clutches of Zenoira and its emperor. I'd ask your aid in that battle.
You know, I'd heard you were nothing more than the crumbs of some spineless resistance that got chewed up and spat back out. Never would have guessed you're really just a pack of reckless lunatics.
This so-called lunatic is none other than Prince Alain, true-born heir to the Cornian throne. And our war is a righteous one.
You're trotting around the crowned brat of a dead-and-gone kingdom trying to flip a whole damn empire? Sorry, kids, but I don't like them odds.
Doesn't sound like he's interested.
Hope you know I don't come cheap.
Does that mean you'll join us?
Granted, you're willing to foot the bill. King-making's not an everyday job for a merc. But you've seen enough to know I'm worth the gold and more. So we got a deal? We'll even cut you a little discount.
Now that we've settled matters here, we move to rescue Scarlet. Time grows short.
Indeed. It's more than evident Galerius had some grand purpose in kidnapping her. Delivering her from his bloodied talons may strike a heavy blow to the heart of his aims.
Perhaps, but this is far sooner than we had planned. Our allies remain scattered through every realm of Fevrith. Casting the gauntlet at Renault's feet would only send us all to an early grave.
If I may add, there are those among Galerius's adherents who willfully chose to betray the Queen those long years ago. I fear we have no hope of avoiding conflict with such base traitors.
It would seem we'll need to bolster our ranks then.
Your Highness, upon ushering you to Palavia, I labored tirelessly to build a foundation upon which the Liberation Army can take hold. I have seen great suffering in our lands, 'tis true, and yet greater resentment harbored by the oppressed and the downtrodden. I have every faith such fierce emotion will spur them to join our cause. My prince, fly your crest across the banner of the liberation. Spearhead the rebellion against Zenoira, and you will surely find kindred spirits ready to take arms in your name.
Then I will do just that. I only ask that you be the crutch I may lean on when the perils of war grow too great to bear alone.
Choose a heraldic achievement to represent Alain. This can be edited later from the heraldry menu. Wow. So this is the hold on. Arion, Highland, Sakurai's gone. Yeah, so this is your unique banner you can create. I'm basically just going with the storyline. There's Cornea, Liberation Army, and then the pre-order bonus. Wow, cool. Robot. But yeah, I'm just gonna do the Liberation Army. But yeah, you can edit every aspect of the banner. I may get creative later on, but yeah, these are cool. You can even do like the left and the right differently. Even the scroll at the bottom, so it's a pretty cool system. Here we go. Yes. To begin with, Your Highness, I suggest we make for the fort we just liberated and increase the maximum size of a unit. Okay. Quests. You will come across a variety of quests as you explore Fevrith. This is the open world version of the, or this is the open world aspect of the game. You can review the details of any quests you've received by pressing Start Pause. To open the Overworld menu, then selecting Quest Log. Yep. You can move freely through the Overworld with the stick. Start by heading for Fort Soligi and selecting Visit. I'm gonna go south. This is no time for idle wandering, Your Highness. Let us increase the size of a unit at Fort Soligi. Fine. I want to talk to this guy. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here for now. Yeah, we're still in tutorial land, kind of, but they pretty much released us now. Oh, I can't even access the map. I was gonna show the map. Next time. It's all good. But yeah, this is ZeroEchoZenith. This is mostly part 1. I'd say it's like, you know, setting the stage for what the game is going to be about. But, things are going to get a lot more expanded as time goes on. I just spent a lot of time on the tutorial and stuff to kind of like, hey, this is the game. This is the storyline setup and everything. And then here's game mechanics as they throw them at you. I don't know. I think it's fun to kind of just go over that stuff too. Also like reading character dialogue as well. But the voice acting helps a ton. This voice acting is amazing, by the way. But yeah. So yeah, until next time. This is ZeroEchoZenith. And yeah, that's about it. Take care.